Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It does take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Bucs at 5-8, 3 games under 500. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first carry for Rashad White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield buying time to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up for the 1st and goal. As a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
That solid gain will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Mayfield looks to throw. And throwing will go down back at the 12. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter. We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Clark Phillips there to stop him.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Throwing, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. To throw is Cousins. And complete to Drake London. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Cousins now. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Mayfield to throw it. Finding room at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Had a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins going to change it up.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
First down, Falcons.
Now Cousins. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Here's Cousins.
Incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Cousins. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Throwing is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll send Adams in motion left. Cousins from the gun on third. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Cousins here going to change the play.
Good routes here. Hey, Steamer. One time.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. He's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's a good 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Irvin. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irvin. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, he had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down at 7. Cousins to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and a couple. Once again, it's Irvin. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
This game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back from the 9, second and 5. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass complete, it's Adams. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, it's Cousins. This pass is caught by London. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing, Cousins. They'll go for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Play action now, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
This is 1st and 10.
Here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They'll run with Robinson.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken a lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Buccaneers 32.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield to throw. Sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
29-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost